Welcome back to the channel, my boys. It's your boy Brandon here. Alright guys, so we got quite a bit planned for today. We're gonna go hit some arms and talk about a little bit of how to make sure your weekend isn't your weekend. And I'll get more into that before we go to the gym. But right now, let's get hyped and let's get ready, bro. Alright, let me put you guys on real quick. If you haven't had these fit crunches, bro, they're absolutely gas. Got them from Costco. Yeah, they it. But real quick, don't mind my room. We had some family over, so it's pretty messy. I gotta clean it up. Ah, damn it! It's all melted, bro. I'm gonna just take a bite. Haven't eaten. Damn. Literally just fucking got everything dirty. Anyway, before I fucking got my little beanbag and floor all dirty with chocolate, there guys. Haven't eaten yet. So we're just gonna down this down, get some pump powder, and then head off. I'm a big chocolate guy, bro. So anything protein with chocolate, especially because I'm trying to get shredded right now. Well, not shredded, but I'm cutting to get pretty lean for the content. So I'm still trying to find that perfect diet to stick to, but it's going down slowly, so we're getting back. Oh yeah, bro, that's pretty much it. Okay, so we're actually at the gym. I'm not too sure if you guys can see that, but it's probably gonna be my last workout at this place, bro. I absolutely hate the lighting here, and like the recording policies are like just outrageous. Anyway, so I'm going to kind of change the actual topic of this video. Instead of it being more so how to make your weekend less of a weekend, I want to talk about how to get comfortable being by yourself, bro. How I did it, kind of just everything that happened, and what are the benefits of actually being by yourself, right? So let me put you guys down and let's get into it. If you want to skip to the workout, I'll probably put the timestamp on here so you guys can skip over if you don't want to listen to this part of the video. Alright, and if you saw earlier while I was putting my pre-workout in my bottle, bro, looks like straight pee. It is what it is. This bubblegum flavor is crazy, I'm not even gonna lie. I hope Alphaline releases this again, bro. But save yourself 10% off with code Ruski, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it kind of brief for the most part, so it's not like a crazy long talk. If you guys want me to go more, like, really into depth on the entire story of mine, leave a comment and I'll make a separate kind of video on my story, on exactly how I, became so comfortable with being alone that now I would rather be by myself than go hang out with people. Like, that's to the point it's gotten. And I honestly like it that way, if I'm being honest. There's no drama, no stress, no time restraints. Like, I'm on my own time, doing my own thing. But if you guys want to know that, send me a message on Instagram or just leave it in the comment section. I'll do that. But for the most part, I've analyzed my entire, kind of life story from way back, right? The most relevant part that I could figure out was it started a lot in high school and then followed through all until college, where I ultimately got into trading. And then that's where it like just took off from there, right? So the main thing that happened is I found something to put my time and energy into, and my testosterone and just everything, right? Like before this, it was almost as if I was too bored. I had too much time. And because of this, I had to go do something. I felt like the need to go somewhere, to do something, to hang out with somebody, to do whatever it was, right? So found the outlet, found what I was passionate about, and just realized over the next course of a couple of weeks and months that I would rather take the time that I'm wasting doing this and that and hanging out with people and just put it into my craft. Because imagine where I could be if I would put it into this, right? And so that's kind of where the mental shift happened on a very surface level. It's just more so understanding, taking a step back and looking at the actual scale of like, bro, is this worth it for me to take this time and do this with it, or take this time and do this with it? Which one's gonna have the better return on investment, right? And so that's what it was. Now, if you're thinking about what to put your time into and you're not really sure what you're doing, right? For example, when I was in college, I'd go to school, right? And then I would go home and still have all this homework, and you could say that's where my time and energy was going into. But it was almost like I mentioned, I had too much time in the afternoon, or I wasn't really crazy passionate about that because it's something that everybody does, right? Work and school. And so that's kind of what it was. It was more so me really finding something and understanding now that, bro, I know what I want out of life. I know what I want. I know what needs to get done. Let me look at the sacrifice of, okay, am I going to sacrifice for my goals, or are my goals going to become the sacrifice? I'm sure you guys have heard many people say that. And it's just fact. And so that's where the mental change mainly came from. You might already have that, right? You might already have something that you're super passionate about, and this and that. And this is where the ball starts to roll. Because now you understand that in order to get ahead, you have to fucking grind your ass off on this one thing to beat everybody, right? If you don't want to be the best, then fucking might as well be last, right? That's just the way I look at things. Why go for fucking second, third, and fourth? Obviously, yes, those are good, but fuck that. I'm going for first every single time. I want to be the best, the biggest, whatever the fuck it is. I want to own the biggest house in the neighborhood, on the mountain, period, right? That's just me. Now, with that being said, this is where you understand and things start to shift, because it's not like boom, right? It's a gradual kind of increase on you realizing like, oh, hey, you know what, maybe I shouldn't do this and that. And then over time, you start to realize like you don't even want to go out, bro. Like it's almost like it becomes an addiction. And so this addiction is almost, it can become definitely bad at sometimes, because you can become a very antisocial person. But I definitely see more of a reward of me sitting at home just working, bro, rather than me wasting my time going somewhere having fun. Now, yes, you do try to find, balance here and there to go out and have fun. Like I definitely go out sometimes. If you guys have seen in the vlog, sometimes I'll go out and hang out with my friends. But for the most part, bro, like I understand what needs to get done here. Like I understand the goal, and I understand the work that needs to be put in. And once you have an understanding of that, that's when you'll really start to be comfortable with getting shit done on your own. And by you getting shit done on your own, you realize how productive it is, how nice it is, how peaceful it is, right? Nobody's telling you this and that. You're not kind of stressed on a time restraint, rushing to do things, basically living to please others. You just don't give a fuck anymore, right? You're just starting to be yourself, and you're fine with being alone. And that's where I'm at right now. Alright guys, my camera overheated in case, you didn't know how fucking hot it was over here. But all I'm getting at is, once you slowly start to realize that, you're better off putting this time into something that you actually care about, that's when you'll realize that you don't really want to hang out anymore. Now, before this even happens though, you definitely need to grasp the point of, okay, what is it that I want out of my life, right? Do I want to be the best, or do I want to just enjoy the time with, the people in my life, my family, this and that? Like, you need to understand what kind of person you are and what you want out of life. But in my case, as I mentioned, it was very clear to me, what I wanted out of life, the things that I got exposed to, the opportunities that I knew I had living in this country. Many things coming together is what made me understand that, okay, I need to make a change. And this led to me counting the weekends of me not hanging out. So, I remember I would, decline invitations at this point to hang out with people. And this was shitty, bro, because I'm telling you, when you like to hang out with friends and this and that, and you want to go do fun things, and you see them all planning it because you're in the group chat, but you decline it because you have to, it's shitty, bro, and it's hard. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Like, because of this, you know, I've started going to the gym. I've changed, you know, the way my mind works. I've changed the way my body works. Like, I've changed everything, right? I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I started reading books. I started listening to certain podcasts, started watching YouTube videos that I still did before, but like more into depth and on a more, you know, kind of higher level than I was. So it's just like a huge combination of you slowly starting to analyze your life. And once you analyze your life and the outcome of what you want out of your life, the gears really start to move, and this is where I'm at right now. Obviously, it's not always going to be like this, right? I have certain goals that I want to hit. At one point, you know, when I hit this goal and this goal, I'm going to, you know, slowly calm down and not be as intense on not going out. But for the most part, I will always be comfortable being by myself rather than going out and doing things, because there's just not an urge for me to, you know, hang out with people. I don't get this dopamine hit of going out with friends on a Saturday night. Like, I'm not looking forward to hanging out on a Saturday night anymore, right? I look forward to working out or working, you know, on my training on a Saturday night or on whatever it is, because I know that everybody else is out and that I can get an edge by working on this thing while everybody else is not focused, right? Like, that's kind of where I've shifted towards. But I think you've grasped, you know, what I'm trying to say here in the development you have to go through to really look at, you know, this entire spectrum of how things work, and how I've at least gotten more comfortable, you know, just with myself. You know, that's all it is. It's just being comfortable by yourself. Now, definitely this was like a surface level kind of talk. There's a lot of variables and this and that I didn't explain, that I would have to kind of go more into depth on my story. But if you guys want that video, DM me or put it in the comments as I mentioned, and I will make like a whole 15-20 minute long video on everything that just I picked up on and analyzed now looking back. That I was like, holy shit, that was huge. But let's go demolish these arms, bro. Enough talking. It's time to get a great Sunday workout in. Pump is starting to hit. It's been that amount of time. So let's go. God, bro, it is so hot. But anyway, we just got done with the workout. I think I'm just gonna finish off the video here because I'm gonna go to the store, grab a drink, and then edit and post this today so y'all can see this. We had a nice little shoulder and bicep workout. Now, with that talk I said earlier, as I mentioned, it was very surface level, so don't take everything I said too literal, as you might misunderstand some of the concepts simply just because I wasn't able to dive deep into them. But for the most part, I think you get the point. Now, I love y'all. As always, get to work, and I'll see y'all in the next one, baby.